lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get so. White son of a gun. Pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get upset. 'Cause I ain't done just yet. My parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? In the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. White son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Well, they get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And the good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Mustang 19.
Here's Richardson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hayes. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Detroit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Richardson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Come on. Hit. 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Now Richardson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now third down and 6 to go. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive. cohesive to me.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Packers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
19 Lions. 70 Lions.
And Richardson back to throw it. That pass complete to Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. 23 yards the pickup there. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Richardson looking to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Richardson out of the shotgun. That pass caught. It's Williams. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Here we go. Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Ready.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. There he goes, left side. Christian Watson, touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. goes extra point, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Viking 18. Don't shoot. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Hurt. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready, right?
Richardson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw again. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
2nd and 10. And Richardson yet again. Try! Touchdown, Detroit! Jamison Williams, 50 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Got it?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Red. Let's go. Red.
They trail a one-score
45.
deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
Strikers. Hunt.
They'll start on the ground. Here's Ali. Now, he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. Love wants to shift things around.
Spike 60. Red. Yup. 6. Mega. Ready?
From the 35 on second down. Love. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40.
52 blaster.
Love fires up quickly outside. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Claw, 10, you, 50, green.
Love now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Fighting his way through contact. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Now Love. Right side to Watson. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing it into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Ready. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Yellow, 22. 43 rail.
Going back to Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. 18 Redwood. 18 70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun. Richardson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Nazareth. 60 70 Lions.
Back to throw. Richardson. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. This 2nd and 4. Throwing. Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's good.
17.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
To throw now. Here's Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Ready.
Love. Now a run here off the arc, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Williams to return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 8 Warriors, 17, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Richardson to throw. As intercepted again, it's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary to the pick.
Well, I would guess it combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Now Richardson. Over the middle, it's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hawk 70, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Now it's Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
60 Bearcats. Come on. Ready. 60, Panther 11.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Here we go. Set. 18, run.
In motion right as a running back. A final shot before the half. Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw as time expires in the first half. And the Lions take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the first half, and the ball comes out. Love lost it. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. You want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Red, 38. Watch out now. Cut.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Black ultra. Black 40.
Love from the gun. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This taken in by Kincaid. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Yellow, green.
Again, it's Love. That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers have moved out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Finds Gibbs on a check down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by his defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Ready? 18 points. 70. Nothing. 19.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throw left side to Kincaid. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. 33. Yellow.
Off the RPO, he completes it. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. This will be incomplete.
That's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Buffalo 18.
Back to the air with Richardson. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Richardson looking to throw. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
First and goal, 28 yards.
Here we go.
Richardson looking to throw this. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Anthony Richardson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Lions, 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. Black 40.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Straight ahead they go with Ali. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Red, sight, come on, set, fury, yellow, Edo blue.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. On 1st down, it's a run with Ali. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Love now. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Black, 95, trouble, 38. Ready?
Love fires up quickly outside. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
Ready?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the jump. 19 right. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Going to give to Greer here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Richardson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Eagles. 60 Maverick. 60 18.
Willis got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Edo blue. Here we go. Black Ultra. 10 black. Hut.
Here's Love. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go now. Black, blue, striker. White, white. Hut, hut.
Now Love. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
A gain of 14. First down, Detroit.
Now it's Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now Richardson.
A quick hitter complete. It's Greer. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to get in that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 18, 5 in.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Mega. Ready. Red, 38. Set.
Play action this time with Love. Now he's into the clear again. Down inside the 10.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Packers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Richardson off the play fake.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready. 19 Lions. Let's go.
Now Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now Willis. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions first down.
Mustang 19.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a return across midfield 46-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Blue striker. Here we go, set. 52 blue. Cut.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Cut.
Throwing. Love. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 4 yards out. And the Packers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Richardson. He's got it to Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Willis looking to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's caught inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. 1st down, Lions.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Black shot. Here we go. 45. Cut.
Love, they go play action now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. There's still Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Chill.